There you go. I got that bit live stream.
Get the fuck out of here.
Start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Going right side here, and that's complete.
Man, what are y'all doing?
The 20 before he's brought down. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense.
Y'all getting in the bed right now?
Run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down.
I got a live stream here, bro.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
I got to move live stream.
I can't hear you.
That's why I got a live stream on YouTube.
The last play. I can't hear you, Chef.
So after the run
I'm telling you that I'm live streaming the game.
I'm in my game.
Out of the gun, Newton. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there of the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Take over 1st and 10.
Oh, shit, I picked up a fire with
Green Bay offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10.
Overall.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
A 2nd down throw for Love. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try to pass downfield that fell incomplete.
This big.
He'll get this underneath to Bell. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 6. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chain. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, Newton. And it's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. To throw again. Newton. Caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
I thought y'all had been here to
not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing it 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get him. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice game. 22 yards on the catch and run. A first down.
That's a fucking mouthful.
5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Yeah, because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back even with just 1 throw.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Packers nothing.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Down and sacked. A 7-yard loss. Brings up 3rd down.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you gotta worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
30-yard line.
And the ball on the
Stop
30.
that noise and watch
2nd and
TV.
4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Carrier.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Newton on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Gain of 9 yards.
His first catch, good for 9 and the first down. On 1st and 10, Newton. He's going to drop this underneath to Ingram. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, The alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run here with Ingram. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
And again, it's Ingram. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Again, the ball carrier.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Stick looks to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Like pass to the
Josiah
berry.
DeGuara, the
I ain't
intended
gonna lie.
receiver. But now
I'm not gonna lie.
an
That
incomplete
like pass
pass
to
on
the
that
berry.
last
I'm
play,
gonna
and
be
that
real
means
with
they'll
you,
need
but
to
they
come
didn't
up
call
with
it.
something here on 3rd down. They'll throw now on the final play. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Joe Hayden.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away.
Scott on the punt for the Packers.
And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ingram. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
First down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with the offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, Ingram. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Third down.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. From the gun, here's Newton. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here comes the Lions punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Oh boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Now coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Stick back to pass. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
You find different ways to get Aaron Jones going.
And Pascal's got it. And it's a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
7 yards the pick up there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3. At the 50.
Newton now to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, Newton. His pass caught at the 4. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
The kick is good.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now 21-0.
Nothing. Randy Bullock.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, baby, Donna, you sure you ain't going Lamar Jackson down?
If they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. They'll try to get the ground game.
That's your backup doing it like that.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
From the ball carrier. Taken down at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 10. First down, Detroit.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Tackle made.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't it?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Brought down at the
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through.
Like that?
But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
no gain on the play.
So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
Touchdown.
Cam Newton keeping it himself on the quarterback sneak. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
28. Packers nothing.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Zach Pascal to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Goal on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's a
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. A very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They run with Dillon. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
taken down at the 30.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue. You can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's
on 3rd down, Mark Ingram. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big effort that time out of Ingram. 41 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Ingram. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
What up?
Yes.
What up,
on the return, Pascal.
These two, I remember the running backs I drafted out of the
24.
He's straight.
take over
And then I traded for Poo-Poo.
at their own 24-yard
Yeah,
line.
man. He's
The
straight
Packer
too.
offense ready to get their
Well,
next
fuck.
drive
It's the other
underway.
nigga I had
They
over
are
there.
down
That's
big.
the
They have
fucking
not scored
killer.
a single
That
point.
nigga balling,
I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to...
And now loose football. Fumble. Martin lost it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown.
Bitch fast.
Randy Bullock.
Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Ooh, that motherfucker got some wheels on him. Cooper Williams
Randy
is gonna have
Bullock
to be
set to
fucking
kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10. At their own.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows, you may meet up with this team again.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. Time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.